You can have all these pipelines, the tanks you see there, but it's the people. We can have the software, we have the IT skills, but without the people, which is our greatest asset, we cannot be the company that we are today. And our focus is the highly skilled employees, where we look at our holistic being, because we align every employee in this company to the organizational goals and objectives.
At the heart of KPC's agenda is the belief that diversity fortifies an organization and inclusion creates a thriving workplace. In our conversation with Dina Kirwa and KPC's Managing Director, Joe Sang, it is clear that KPC is taking deliberate steps to pump not just oil, but inclusivity across its operations.
I think from the onset, and in line with the Constitution, the principle of public service, it really provides that at all levels we must be able to espouse the values and principles in public service, and which really talks about the diversity, it talks about equality, and it talks about inclusivity. At Kenya Pipeline, our policy is cutting across, be it from the human resource policy, be it from our performance perspective, and all other aspects of our procedures we've taken into consideration.
When you talk to people about Kenya Pipeline, they see us as a very technical company, given the nature of operations that we do. Most of our workforce, 70% of our workforce, is engineering related. But we have ladies who are engineers in this company. And today we have about 35% of our workforce who are ladies, and we are happy about it.
Kirwa highlights that KPC has embraced a proactive recruitment strategy, ensuring that women and persons with disabilities are not only represented but empowered.
This is our main control system. This one shows you a summary from now Kosif, Kontoro, all the stations to Nairobi.
Policies starting from the recruitment, we look at it in terms of the top level, we look at it in terms of every recruitment to make sure that at least we have diversity in terms of gender, we have diversity in terms of also people living with disabilities. The current expectation is that we have 5% of people living with disabilities in our establishment.
For the first time in history, KPC has achieved 36% representation of women in their workforce, up from 31% last year and 2.6% incorporation of persons with disability.
That's gender, inclusivity, all these things come into play, including people from the minority. And I would tell you, when we were doing the graduate trainees, I realized that there is no tribe that we can overlook and say they don't have. Right. Yes, we were able to get an engineer with second class upper from the James. You know the James? Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
Almost clocking 40% currently, the workforce at KPC comprises women, with deliberate efforts to elevate them to leadership roles.
We value talent. We value potential, and we don't look at you from an ethnic perspective, from a gender perspective. We look at it in terms of rallying ourselves behind the vision and the mission, looking at the bigger picture of KPC and where we are going, and the need for all of us to be able to really be more focused from a strategic perspective.
For persons with disabilities, the company has implemented workplace adjustments such as wheelchair ramps, assistive technology, inclusive sports activities, and flexible schedules, fashioning an environment that is assistive for diverse abilities.
Sports Day as an organization, and we look into details and say, how are we looking at the participants? Do we create an opportunity for people living with disabilities? Are we able to create the games or opportunities that these people are able to participate and to feel that they are part of the community?
Kenya Pipeline has provided special parking slots for people with disability so that the people with disability would not have to walk for long distances to their offices. And they have also constructed the lamps to ease the movement for people with disability and also those on wheelchairs.
We meet Catherine Manyange in her Mombasa-based office. She is running her errands smoothly, as she has done for the past about 30 years. One would never imagine that she is abled differently. Catherine is an office administrator.
I joined KPC when I was just a copy typist, and then from there we were many secretaries in one office, and I can say the jobs were distributed fairly. There was no discrimination because of my condition, and so far since I joined Kenya Pipeline, I've worked for 11 managers. And those 11 managers, most of them, when I worked for them, they recommended me for a promotion or a merit award because of the work.
She shares her story from the time she joined KPC as she smiles, reminiscing her achievements over the years.
One of the merit awards was when I was a copy typist. They were giving awards in form of, they buy for you a set of something, of some utensils or maybe some set of dinner sets. And sometimes those were three of them. The other ones I was given when I was a copy typist, when I was a shorthand typist, when I was a personal secretary, I received those three. Then the fourth one, they were in form of vouchers. The second two ones.
To ensure lasting change, KPC runs diversity and inclusion training programs, equipping employees with the knowledge to break biases as they align with the government's broader agenda to promote equal opportunities across all sectors.
These people that we are bringing now as graduate trainees, in the next 10 years, those are the people who will be probably the managers and the leaders of the day. So what programs are we able to put in place to grow these people so that by the time we are reaching there, we can be sure that we can have a solid, organization.
I give them many ways to improve the areas of people with disability. Yeah, and also the tools that they are supposed to add to what is already there. And I also thank God because even when we go for those trainings, in most of the areas, if it is within KPC, like in Nairobi, they have constructed the lamps, they have the elevators, so that people with disability will be able to ease the movement of people with disability.
We really invest quite a bit in training on an annual basis, quite some substantial amount, in the tune of probably 200 million or above.
The above positions the reputation of KPC as a socially responsible organization.
Having a management that is concerned about every detail, all the way to the board. Okay. Even when we are doing our reports to the board, we report in terms of diversity, in terms of gender, we report in terms of people living with disabilities, we report in terms of the policies and the practices.
Kirwa, however, highlights that they get excess job applications with very little numbers of interested persons with disability and from minority groups.
We have a wide pool to be able to look at in terms of people with the right competencies, both genders, even in the technical areas. Even engineering, we are getting really a lot of support. Where we have a challenge is people living with disabilities. maybe because of the nature of our duties, and therefore sometimes we really don't get the response we want. What we do beyond telling the Kenyans that actually it's an equal opportunity employer, every advertisement that we make, especially for recruitment, we send it to the Commission for people living with disabilities. And we partner with them and we tell them, these are the requirements that we need. Can you look around and encourage the people who meet those requirements to be able to apply?
Kirwa prides in the fact that other organizations have benchmarked with KPC in what to do to build workplaces that truly represent society.
Yes, let me tell you, the acceptable staff turnover in internationally is 12%. And the reason is really so that some people are able to move out, take the ideas and the culture here elsewhere, and we're able to get, people with new ideas. But the turnover here, I will tell you, is 0.0 something. To let you know is that last year we were at the top, we took for position 1 in terms of BWD and gender, and we've done it consistently, I think, for 2 or 3 years now. Under our foundation also, we have a program called Inuka, which actually supports people living with disabilities.
It is clear that KPC is setting an example in the corporate world by proving that inclusivity and diversity are not just ideals but achievable ideas. They continue to develop skills and culture responsive to business to secure their future.
And we are open. Every time we do a recruitment, we tell the public and the Kenyan citizens know that we are an equal opportunity employer, and therefore, and we practice it.
So Kenya Pipeline is doing a lot. It's really supporting us. And on the side of employment, Kenya Pipeline has employed so many people with disability. We are almost hitting the target of 5% of the jobs. Yes.